Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Today I want to talk about, why the gym isn't just physical, but it's mostly mental. I think the reason why a lot of people, they don't hit their goals in the gym, or, when they start, they end up, quitting pretty early, is they don't have a real reason why they're doing it. One thing you have to understand, man, is, you're going to have your goals of if you want to put on muscle, gain weight, lose weight, maintain weight. But ultimately, if you want to, be able to go to the gym for a lifetime, man, you got to figure out your why. And your why has to be bigger than just, I want to lose weight or I want to gain weight. Because what happens is, once you hit that target weight or you lose that weight, it's almost like, what's next, right? So you kind of lose your drive to go, because now you're like, okay, well, I hit my target, so like, what do I do now? So the thing with having a why, man, is it'll just keep you motivated to keep on going. So I'll give you some examples, right? So, your why could be anything from, I want more structure in my life. I want to build, my discipline. I want to just better myself as a person. Whatever it may be, right? But those type of goals, those type of, whys, quote unquote, will, push you and drive you to always, have a reason for doing it. Another thing you have to understand is, people who've been going to the gym for 10, 20, 30 years, think about how many times that they didn't want to go, right? You're probably just starting off. You might have done maybe like 2 months, right? And think about how many days you woke up in the morning and you're like, man, I don't feel like going, right? So the people who've been doing it for 10, 20, 30 years, they go through the same things, but it's just, since they've been doing it for so long, there's so many more days that they feel that way. So it's almost like the reason why is it's a mental, thing more so than physical, is because I will almost argue that there's going to be more days where you feel like you don't want to go than you do. So you almost wake up every day with this battle, like, man, like, I don't feel like doing it, but I got to do it. Or people who, don't handle business, they'll wake up in the morning and go, oh, I don't want to do it. I feel tired. I'm drained. And they don't go, right? But you always want to be on that positive end of the stick, right? But another benefit I would say about the gym, right, is you'll start, getting more respect from other people, right? When you see a person who works out, right, it takes some level of discipline to be able to reach that, level of physique or wherever they're at, right? So not only do other people respect you, but you start to respect yourself. Because now when you look in the mirror, you're like, man, like, I'm doing it. I look better. I look better than I did, a month ago or a year ago or 5 years ago, right? So just understand, man, once you learn that, or can kind of grasp that the gym is more of a mental thing, a mental game than a physical, I promise you, man, it'll click, and then it'll just become so much more easier for you. Here's the trap that most people face, between the mental and physical game of the gym, right? Is most people who start the gym, they go to the gym because they want to, get their physiques better. They want to either gain, lose, whatever, right? But what they don't realize is, man, when you start working out, it's like, man, this is a mental thing. Because now you're going to get tired at some point. You don't want to do one more set, but you have to do it. You don't want to diet, but you have to do it. Your trainer might be a little bit more hard on you that day, and you don't feel like working out, but you have to do it. And that's all mental. So once you understand that, it's, I would argue, 90% mental and then 10% physical, it'll be so much more easier to work out, I promise you. But yeah, man, that's what I wanted to talk about today. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I felt like that was a good conversation to have with you guys. But if you've been liking the content, man, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe for more. But I'm out, man. Peace.